Okay. Okay, and I got 14 for the piece. Okay, now let me live stream on Twitch. See how I do. Okay, I'm live on Twitch too. Let's see. It's a magic.
The final Season 7 launches tomorrow, bright and early in the States at 6 a.m. Eastern and noon in Central Europe, bringing along another new action-packed season of content, changes, and more. So, what's it like?
That still look good. That still look good.
So, I think one of the first things we gotta mention is, whoever does the music with Embark in the finals, they need a raise, right? Like, I can't be the only one that thinks that. I love coming back to this game. I've been trying to juggle more and more games to upload more variety over the last month to, honestly, like 2 years or so here on the channel that I don't get to grind as many like seasons of content for games that I'd like to, just in an effort of like consciously trying to try every game out there at the time. But every single time that I come back to the finals, it always still feels so fresh, so fun to me that every time there's a new major update, I am stoked to come back to it. Narratively, this season, the sponsors kind of set up the rest of the gameplay content you'll see throughout the season. You have VIA and CNS returning. VIA is the arena's first and last line of digital defense, as it's detailed, a cybersecurity titan that has decades of experience securing the virtual world with elite firewalls, neural implants, and a zero-tolerance policy to compromises. Whereas CNS,
like a
you probably remember them
multi-screen
from earlier
too.
seasons, they're the rogue collective fighting to implant their own vision for the game show, and threatening to expose Multico and every truth the arena tries to bury. They've hijacked broadcasts, corrupted systems, and left their mark on everything they touch. So, for me, I think it's a cool little dichotomy of the two sponsors coming into full effect, and you see that explicitly in the new map, Nozomi Citadel, a split-design arena for players to battle it out in. Taking heavy inspiration from Tokyo, it said, the map is split right down the center. On one side, you'll have Via's headquarters designed for a more close-quarters combat, clean, sterile, surgical, and like brutalist approach. And on the other side, you have a somewhat overgrown neon landscape that offers a bit more unique ways to get around the map and to traverse the lanes and lines of sight. No matter the mode, you'll end up having a few different ways to approach each engagement. Now, gameplay items you have with Season 7, let's talk about those. Each class is getting their own new gadget to play around with, if you choose to use them. Honestly, all are actually very beneficial if you choose to use them. The light has the H+ infuser, which is friendly fire. Essentially, it's a health gun where precision matters, gratitude is optional. Just be sure to aim well. Your medium class comes along with a breach drill, which allows you to breach and explode through walls. And the really beneficial part is the fact that it ends up leaving a flashbang on the other side when that breach does happen. So not only do you get to make your own way from point A to point B, breaching through a wall, but if anybody's on the other side of that, well, then it spells trouble for them. And the heavy
went
has
live
the
on
healing
TikTok
emitter,
too,
where this is
and
something that's
you'll
a
definitely
large
see
ball you
how
can end up taking around that will, in a certain radius,
good this
heal your
junk work.
team if they are around it. Super beneficial. The practice range ends up having new challenges with
Okay,
it, where if you
now
notice
I'm
a
dropping
door in the
frames.
practice range in Season 6, this is now opened up, where you can choose to step through it and go for a couple of different sets of trials to sharpen aim, test
real
loadouts,
quick.
and push skills against reactive dummies. You can go in solo or with your squad.
So because
And I did
I'm
find in their
running
patch
3
notes it was
different
pretty funny that it said,
streams.
don't set it too high, or you might find out the real dummy was you all along. And I'm like, thanks, Embark. I already knew that, but you didn't have to tell me. But in their sort of developer behind the scenes, they noted this is the first step in getting on their way to full-on bot matches and more guided onboarding processes for players that just want to mess around with the game and kind of learn the ropes before jumping in. Personally, I like the sound of that because that means I
it's
should be
running
going
3
and get some
different
screenshots for
streams right
videos and
now.
stuff when we make these types of things on any map that I want, instead of needing, I think it's like 9 players to start at the lowest for a private match. You have a new battle pass with Season 7, where this is something that comes along with all new tiers of content and everything that matches the thematic
So it really
VIA
gonna have to
versus
be
CNS
like
theme.
either or.
Some really cool
Like,
stuff here with that.
I'm either
One of
gonna
the big key
stream
points,
on,
though,
what you
of
call
the
it,
battle passes this season are the legacy battle passes.
Twitch and
These are
TikTok,
returning
YouTube,
in a
or
sort of
do YouTube
staggered
and
manner.
TikTok.
You're about
But
3
I
seasons
can't do
behind,
3
so you have
different
seasons 1,
streams
2,
at
3, and
once.
4 to play around with. 5 coming next season,
See,
6
'cause
coming
if I
in
stop
Season 9.
TikTok, Jan,
These will
watch
not
this.
contain multi-bucks or
Stop
bonus pages,
TikTok,
so
Jan.
for those that owned those in the past, you still have those sort of things as exclusive rewards. For those who did also own them in the past, but maybe didn't complete them, you can end up also completing these kind of like
Stop
back-earning
TikTok,
things,
Jan.
picking up where you left off.
And watch
Now,
that big
one
rate
thing that
go
was
right
a
back
bit of a
up.
controversy within the community of the finals is the Ultimate Battle Pass, which is essentially think Black Cell for Call of Duty, but for the finals now at this point. This is going to cost a little extra, and it's going to end up giving you
See, it's
variations
coming
of
back
skins,
up.
while giving a little bit of extra XP boost and other things like that. But it
Yeah,
does
so
cost
it
more,
really gotta
and
be either
kind of
or.
pushes the
Like,
boundaries
I'm
a little bit
either
on what
live
people are a little
streaming
comfortable
on
with in
YouTube
paying
and Twitch
for
at the
this
same
battle pass.
time, or live
So
streaming
just bear
on
that in mind. That was also
Twitch
introduced.
and TikTok.
We saw additional
or
things
doing
like the Rise and Recruit program, which is a way to invite your friends
YouTube
that may
and
be new to
TikTok.
play the game.
So
You
that's
both
the
can
way I
earn
gotta
gear
do
and
it for
rewards
now.
that way. There's an esports tab coming for their build towards the upcoming major. Console chat was added. This was a
That's
thing
the
on
way we
PC, but
gotta
now
do
it's
it.
fully accessible on consoles as well. So definitely nice to see there, a way to communicate a little further with your team or lobby. There are additional cosmetic changes where there's a new mythic tier. This is a new highest tier reserved for the most, as they said, outrageous, high effort, and standout items in the game. Also, you'll end up having new personal player numbers and signature stickers to slap on
Yep,
any of
so
your cosmetics.
that's how we doing it.
But that's all well and fine and dandy and everything like that, but how does Season 7 actually play? Is it any good? Well, like I said earlier, I love this game's feel and whole
Yeah, if I
vibe.
wanna
I don't
edit,
grind it
like,
out
my
like I
live
wish
stream
I had the
thing,
time
I
to
can
do,
just
but
go
there's
to
quite literally not a
I'm
time
sure-
that I
I'm
don't have
sure
fun with the
I can go
gameplay.
to
Generally, I think that's one of the best, if not the best shooter on the market at the moment, and it's free to play, which is incredible. And this isn't even me like sponsored or saying anything like
I'm
this. This
still
video is
live now.
not brought to you by Embark. This video is not brought to you by the finals team. This is just me having fun with the game and enjoying what we have with this new season, which I'd like to do more of here in the future. Even when I was getting absolutely
I got 3
crushed
people
in
watching.
today's early preview
What's
event,
good with y'all
where
over
there
here
were
on
indeed
YouTube,
some
bro?
really good players who are awesome. Like this is the preview event where a lot of the finals community was brought in and everything like that, where it was good players. Gonna be the wildest shout out, but apologies to my
Yeah,
one
good,
teammate,
man.
Arc Raiders Gooner. He knew the channel. He tried to chat with me. I didn't have game chat on at the point, but I absolutely folded under the pressure, and it was my worst game of the day. So letting my team down at all, but even then, we're still having a blast. I really did enjoy the new map. I think the dichotomy of the clean, brutalist
doing
aesthetic
14,
paired with an
42.
overgrowth of foliage and a neon light was a really cool look for how you can establish the sort of art direction with that. And not to mention going right down the center of that split was kind of trippy. The new gadgets are, I think, must-use items. I found that Heavy's
Alright,
healing
I'm finna
emitter
try
is...
some. Try one thing. Try to play this booty old game, bro. Can't stand it, game. Game sucks. Game sucks. So I think that's how I'm gonna do it from now on. Like I'm either gonna live stream on TikTok and Twitch, TikTok and YouTube, YouTube and Twitch. Like that's how we gonna do it. Got 4 people watching. What's good with y'all, man? Appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm really just doing a test right now. No lie, no rap cap. I'm doing a test, bro. Let's see, can I make this chat longer? Yeah, I'm gonna make the chat longer like that. This really can go. So once I got it set, it's over with. Yeah, it really is over with. But you been seeing him perform in Toronto? Nigga Tay on that nigga reached last prestige level. God dog. Look at y'all tell. Let me see, what speed? Let me see. That's your speed. He be posting his streams on his page too, don't he? This man be doing 1 million views on a stream, bro. That's so lit. That is so lit. That is so lit. Okay, let me try some. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch right now. This what what's his name be doing? This what my boy be doing. Morse critical. Ah man, come on, bro. I'm not as good at with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, cuz you thought. Die, nigga. I knew I seen them. I seen you. Oh no! Come on, bro. That nigga. There's another one. thought, boy? You thought? Dang. You thought? You ready? Okay. I'm finna get off. Just want to test it. Oh! No. Okay, we're getting off. We're getting off. All right.